Good morning, everyone. Today's class, let us see the swing equation. So, swing equation you have already studied in the power system analysis one. So, I'll just show you how to write the equation for the swing equation. So, based on that, let us study the numerical solution of swing equation. So, here the if I consider the some terms like I is equal to the moment of inertia of the body and T is a total torque and alpha is a angular acceleration. Angular acceleration can be written as d square theta m by dt square or d omega m by dt. So from law of rotation developed, so I can write the I into alpha is equal to T, or I into alpha we have already know it is d square delta d square theta m by dt square. If I substitute that, I'll get the equation I into d square theta m by dt square is equal to T. So I have two types of shaft here, torque here. So one is the mechanical torque and the that is represented as Tm, and the electrical torque that is represented as Te. So from Tm and Te, I can write the acceleration torque Ta as Ta is equal to Tm minus Te, or the rotor angle is measured with respect to a synchronous rotating reference axis. So let delta m is equal to theta m minus omega sm into T. So if I am substitute, or from this equation, if I make the differentiation of this equation, my equation become d delta m by dt, that is equal to d theta m by dt minus omega sm. Or if I redifferentiated or double differentiated, d square delta m by dt square is equal to d square theta m divided by dt square. Or if I substitute this d square delta m by dt square in the equation number 1, or in the first equation, my equation becomes I into d square delta m by dt square, that is equal to Tm minus Te or Ta. If for just for the simplification, I'll substitute both the side by omega m. So omega m into I into d square delta m by dt square, that is equal to omega m into Tm minus Te. So I'll replace now I and omega m, or omega m into T, with the angular momentum and with the power. My last equation becomes m into d square delta m by dt square is equal to Tm minus Pe, or it will becomes Pa. So that is the swing equation which you have already studied in the last semester. So let us see now the uh, different numerical solution of the swing equation. So numerical solution of swing equation, there are mainly the 4 steps. So here the swing equation, so theta and delta, which I have explained in the last swing equation, it is nothing but the axis which I am showing here. So delta and the theta. So numerical solution of swing equation. So there are mainly 4 methods. One is a modified Euler's method, Runge-Kutta method, Milne's predictor corrector method, and the point by point method. First, let us see the modified Euler's method. So to solve the modified Euler's method, here mainly I am considering the two equations. One is a derivative of x and the derivative of y. So the dx by dt, that is equal to fx of x comma y comma t. So these are the derivatives of x. It's a function of x. And similarly, the function of y is equal to the fy of x comma y comma t. So let us start with the the initial values here. So initial value, the first step. So mainly these methods are based on the iterative techniques, so which we have already studied in the mathematics, the iteration. So modified Euler's method, Runge Kutta or Milne's method, you have already studied in the mathematics. So here f of x naught, y naught and the t naught. So naught represents the yeah, the initial terms. So x naught, y naught and t naught at the beginning of the step size. So x naught, y naught, t naught, that is a initial value of derivative of x. Similarly, x naught, y naught, t naught for the fy or the derivative of y. And here the predicted value. So predicted value means new value xp, and the yp represents the predicted value. So predicted value is equal to initial value plus new value, or the change in the value into step size. So delta t represents the step size, either h or delta t, both are same. So here similarly yp is equal to y naught plus dy into delta t. So here, when you change the derivatives for the next steps, your t will become t1. So t1 is equal to t naught plus step size, or the change in the step size. Or I can update the values for the next iteration as dxp, or the dx by dt for the predicted value if I'm considering. So fx of xp, yp and the t1. Similarly, the y derivative becomes xp, yp and the t1. So that for my first iteration x1, that is equal to x naught, initial iteration or initial value x naught, plus I have two new values. One is based on the initial value, other d value is for the predicted value. So that I'll take the average of those two. So that dx plus dxp divided by 2 into delta t. Similarly, for y, for the first iteration of y, y1 is equal to y naught plus dy plus dyp. So even with the y derivative also, I have two values. One is dy for the initial value of y derivative. Similarly, for the predicted value dyp. So dy plus dyp divided by 2. Again, I have taken the average here into delta t. So now I'll write the modified Euler's equation for the same mathematical equation. So how I have considered there in the derivative x and y. So here my x goes like this, d delta by dt, that is nothing but omega, and y goes like this, d omega by dt, that is pa by m, or in the elaborated manner if I am writing Pm minus Pmax sine delta divided by m. So let us write the initial value for the x and y derivative. So this is my x and this is my y. So d delta by dt for the initial derivative, I can write it as omega naught. Similarly, for the y, if I am writing the initial value Pm minus Pmax, these are the constant things, only change with the delta, so that delta naught. So that my predicted value of delta becomes delta naught plus d1 into delta t. And similarly, my omega p, or the x and the y, it is nothing but delta and omega is nothing but x and y. So omega p becomes omega naught plus d2 into delta t. So that similarly the predicted values, if I am writing, the first equation becomes omega p, and the second d omega by dt, it becomes pm minus pmax sine delta p divided by m. So for the first iteration, here I am taking the average of both the initial value plus predicted value. So that my equation become delta 1 is equal to delta naught plus d1 plus d1p divided by 2 into delta t. So delta t is again a step size, and omega 1 is equal to omega naught plus d2 plus d2p by 2 into delta t. So how we are writing the mathematical equation? Same thing we are applying to the modified Euler's method. Similarly, we can write it for any steps. So it may be a t1 plus 1 t plus 1 means, so if my iteration is a second iteration, my values becomes t plus 1. For the third iteration, t plus 2. So like that, my iteration size I can increase. So the second method for the solving the swing equation is by using the RK method or the Runge-Kutta method. So modified Euler's method is the simplest form of method, but there will be an increase in the size of the content, so that the Runge-Kutta methods are following here. So Runge-Kutta method is mainly consists of two simultaneous equation how we are considered in the modified Euler's method. Dx by dt, that is equal to f of x comma y comma t. Similarly, dy by dt f of x comma y comma t. So starting from the initial value, I'll consider x naught, y naught and the t naught, and h is my step size. So first let us write the formulas for the Runge-Kutta method. So these are already derived formulas for the Runge-Kutta method. So this method what we are following, it's a fourth order Runge-Kutta method by neglecting the higher terms and the extra terms. So that first I'll write the equation for the K1, K2, K3, K4. Similarly, L1, L2, L3 and L4. So the formula goes like this for the K1. So f of x naught, y naught, t naught into h. Similarly, K2, K3 and the K4. And L1 is x naught, y naught, t naught into h. Similarly, L2, L3, L4. These are the just formulas. And the finally, when you are writing the iterated values, so x1 become x naught plus 1 by 6 into k1 plus 2k2 plus 2k3 plus k4. Similarly, y1 is equal to y naught plus 1 by 6 into L1 plus 2L2 plus 2L3 plus L4. Now these formulas directly will apply into to solve the swing equation. So that is d delta by dt. The first equation which I am considering, that is nothing but omega. Second equation is d omega by dt, that is nothing but pa by m, or pm minus pmax sine delta by m, swing equation. So comparing this with the general equation, x is nothing but delta and y is nothing but omega. So here my K1 equation. So K1 equation which is having the x, y and t along with the step size h. So k, it is mainly we have writing for the function of x, and l we are writing for the function of y. So that here my equation becomes omega naught into step size is delta. So in the mathematical form it is written as h, and when you are applying it to the swing equation, it is written as delta t. So similarly, L1 is equal to the same equation, PA by M or PM minus Pmax sine delta by M. So delta naught, it becomes delta naught into delta T. Similarly, if I'm writing K2 here, so function of X here and here and y naught plus L1 by 2. So all these are the derivatives of X. Only extra term is only L1 by 2. So that here omega naught plus L1 by 2 into delta T. Similarly for writing L2, so here these are the derivatives of y. Only extra term is K1 by 2. So delta naught plus k1 by 2. Similarly, k3 from the formula it is extra one is L2 by 2 and here L3 it is k2 by 2. Similarly, for k4 it is L3 and here it is k4. And for the updating the values for the next iteration it is delta 1 is equal to delta naught plus 1 by 6 into all the k terms and omega 1 is equal to omega naught plus 1 by 6 into all L terms. This is in the Range-Kutta method. So Range-Kutta method is a most useful method or the most commonly used method. Similarly, Milne's predictor corrector method. Here also both x and y are considered. X and y are the two derivative it is taken and these are the formula for the predictor values. So prediction xp represents the prediction. So xp n plus 1 and yp n plus 1 and from the mathematical formula the equation is like this xp n plus 1 and yp n plus 1 and similarly x n plus 1 and y n plus 1. Our intention is to find the next iteration. So these are the x n plus 1 and y n plus 1. Then corrected values, it is x dash values. So x dash n plus 1 and y dash n plus 1. These are the formulas for the predictor method. So here x is nothing but omega and y is nothing but delta. So let us substitute all the x and y's in the equations. So I'll get the equations like this in the uh, Milne's predictor method.